Dan Green answers Instagram.
Hey, this is Dan Green. Thank you so much for being with me. And today's guest question comes from Yami Blake. And Yami Blake writes, what was it like voicing Mew Two? Another great question. You guys are awesome. And Mew Two is one of my favorite characters ever. Of all the Pokemon I've portrayed, he is easily the most complex and compelling to me. He's powerful, he's menacing, he's conflicted and tortured, he's passionate, protective, a lot like me before my first coffee. But right off the bat, I have to clarify, I wasn't the first American actor to portray Mew Two. That was Philip Bartlett in Pokemon the first movie. I have no idea why he didn't continue in the role. I never met the man, but I thought he did a wonderful job. Because he was being replaced, people auditioning for that were asked to listen to his voice, his work, his interpretation of the character, and without doing an exact imitation, model their performance after that. It would be strange for the audience if Mew Two sounded drastically different. So I did the best I could and was fortunate enough to get the role. And the first time I portrayed the character was in a 3-episode story arc, so a movie-length story in the context of the series. The wonderful writer and producer Mike Hagney was directing me in that, and partway through, I expressed my concern that what I was doing was sounding very similar to what I had done as Entei in the third Pokemon movie. And I asked Mike, do Entei and Mew Two ever have scenes together later? Because that's going to be confusing. We weren't able to answer that question at the time, and thankfully that never turned out to be the case. And of course, that part of my voice is similar to what became of Yami Yugi. Now, as an actor, I'm only doing what I'm being asked to do, and I'm expressing these concerns along the way, but apparently people just, at 4Kids, they like that sound. I'm kind of tempted to have Mew Two and Entei and Yami hang out and see how hard it is to keep track of them. But Mew Two as a character is wonderful to me. Many actors will tell you they love characters that have an inner torment, and it's directed internally and then externally with Mew Two. He's not exactly a hero or a villain. He's defining his values on his own terms, which is also fun. And while the audience won't agree with his methods, they can certainly sympathize with his motivation. I've been grateful for every role in Pokemon I've been asked to portray, but Mew Two in particular holds such a uniquely defined space in that universe. I really delight in that. The only drawback is at conventions when I'm signing stuff and they want the Mew Two quote, he doesn't have a succinct catchphrase.
I see now that the circumstances of one's birth are irrelevant. It is what you do with the gift of life that determines who you are.
That's like really hard to fit on a Funko Pop. Forget about a Pokemon card. But Mew Two will always be one of my favorites. I would be delighted to voice him anytime I'm given the opportunity. Thanks for the awesome question, Yami Blake, and I'll look forward to the next time
Dan Green answers Instagram.